Mrs. Happy Catholic here, seeking to bring you authenticity, perspective, and connectedness. Welcome. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Miss Happy Catholic, Mrs. Happy Catholic, and I have been meaning for so long to do a conference review, just briefly, of our in-person TradRecovery Catholics in Communion conference that we had in Montana at the end of July, the 25th through the 27th. I've had so many people individually messaging me, asking me, how it went, and so I wanted to just share a little bit about it with all of you, and thank you for your prayers and support, and hopefully get you excited for next time. I don't know when the next time will be because we're still talking about how that's all going to work out. But definitely we want to do it again. It was a wonderful experience. And we have recordings of the different talks that were given at the conference available on our website. So if you are a site member, you can go to tradrecovery.com/member recordings, and you can see individual talks for purchase or the complete package for sale there if you're logged in. If you are not a site member, you can go to tradrecovery.com/recordings and see our package that's available for non-site members to purchase. The talks were excellent. Everybody was so wonderful. All our speakers were great. It was like a great number of speakers. They were all just so happy to be there. They had so much wisdom to share. People learned a lot. We had about 70 attendees from 11 different states and 2 different countries. So that was really great. We had some other registrants that weren't able to come kind of last minute for different reasons from even more states. So that was a bummer that we couldn't have them, but I'm convinced that whoever was really meant to be there was there. And it was just a very blessed time. We had so much fun and laughter, sharing stories, and getting to know each other and just getting to meet all these people in person that we'd talked to on the phone or worked with long distance or heard about. And everyone was very enthusiastic. And it was such a great group, even the size of it. So I felt like everybody really got around to connect with everybody else that they wanted to. They could talk to the speakers personally and individually, ask them questions and bond over the weekend. I mean, we were just doing everything together and having our meals together and fun for the kids that came and stuff. So everybody was having a good time, and the church was wonderful. Everybody loved that. They loved being in Montana. So I'm sorry it was a little expensive to get here, but it was kind of worth it. And so, yeah, we just had a really, really wonderful weekend. Praying together was awesome. We did the Liturgy of the Hours multiple times. We had Mass together multiple times. There was confession. And it was just very reverent and very beautiful liturgies, and just simple, but so good to pray together and to share that. And at one point during the weekend, I was talking to someone there about, our work and, how God takes what we bring him and multiplies it, like the loaves and the fishes. And I'm like, we bring our little offering and he takes it and he makes it into this wonderful thing, makes it go so far like we never imagined. And then that weekend for the Sunday Mass, so many of the conference attendees stayed for that, for the Saturday night vigil Mass. And we were all, there together, and the gospel's being read, and it was the gospel of the multiplication of the loaves and fishes. And I got emotional because I was just so thrilled to hear that. It was like an echo of what I had said. It was like God, confirming that was indeed what he was doing. And we all felt it. It was like people were so bonded together, like they were crying when they were saying goodbye. And then there was even like an after party at one of the Airbnbs of some of the people who came to help out. And the people who helped out in the kitchen were amazing. We had 2 families that were just working like slaves all weekend, making meals and just taking care of everything. And they were so amazing, wonderful, and so generous and so good natured. And they were just lovely. And we couldn't have done it without them. So grateful for that. And everybody that came was they were just delightful, and they were so happy to be together, and it meant so much to them, and they learned a lot, and they made friends, and they cooked up ideas. And we even had Kyle Whittington came, and he has his own YouTube platform. He came as like a media critic to kind of evaluate the weekend and take some interviews of attendees and just kind of see what was going on, because he said, we should have a fair report of what this is all about so people know afterward, if this was a good thing or not. And he had a really great time, and he got a lot of good content. He's working on putting it all together for a documentary about, reviewing the conference. So that's going to be available soon online. And also Jeremiah Bannister and Dom Dalmaso, Andrew Bartel, and David Holeva, they did a panel video review of the conference. I think it's entitled What Happened at TradRecovery Conference. And I'll put the link in the description below so you can watch it. But that was about an hour and a half of them together on screen, just sharing the different things that they were surprised by, that they were edified by, different things that they talked about in their talks and noticed at the conference and what they got out of it and what they learned. And it was really cool to hear them. I wasn't part of the panel. They invited me, but I ended up being busy when they did the recording. But I was really glad to hear that afterward, just them, their perspective and what it gave them. It was so wonderful. And just, it wouldn't have happened without all those people there. And everybody brought something great. And it was just so inspiring and exciting and healing, I believe, for a lot of people to go to that and to be in this environment where it was really about the personal connections and being close to God and close to each other through prayer and this meaningful sharing and these very profound experiences. And so much apologetics were shared, which is rock solid, like kind of mind-blowing, really good things. So I do really encourage you to look up the conference talks and give them a listen. And so that's kind of the short version of what happened at the conference in Montana. And it was wonderful to be in Montana with everyone. Future conferences will probably be somewhere else. I am excited to see where the conferences will go because I would love to see an in-person conference become an annual event. I had to organize the first one, but I'm having a baby next year in January, so I will not be able to organize a conference next year. But if anybody out there wants to get involved in our work and to help out in whatever way that they can, please feel free to reach out to us. We have an email address, tradrecoveryteam@outlook.com. I'll put that in the description below. And just go to our site, tradrecovery.com, and check it out and see if that's a resource that you find helpful or that you can recommend to anybody. And if you have feedback or ideas or questions for us, please reach out. We have phone numbers on the site too if you need to have direct personal contact with someone, because we're happy to support people however we can and just to continue this work in whatever way God reveals to us. So we're so blessed that the conference was a success and it was such a gift to people. It was a gift to me. And I'm just so grateful for everyone that came and for all the love that was shared and the goodness that we witnessed in each other and just continue to witness in our online community and the good things that are happening there. So there's lots of exciting things going on. And I just want you to know that we want you to be part of it. And for whatever part you played in praying for us or attending the conference or telling other people about the ministry, we're so grateful. And we just want you to know that God loves you and we love you. And we couldn't do it without our community. It's such a gift to be part of this family. And that's really what it is. It's really the family of the church pulling together to help people through these hard things and help people to be excited about their faith, to heal from their wounds, to grow in their knowledge and their love and their fervor for the church and their faith, in the fullness of the faith, in communion with the church, and setting aside the issues and the negative experiences that we process as we need to, but we don't stay there, because God has so much more for us, such bigger plans and wonderful experiences that he wants to share with you. And we're so honored to be a part of that in any way that we can. So thank you so much for everything that you bring to the church and to God's work. And please keep on being faithful and praying for us. We will pray for you, and stay tuned for future events and info. And thank you for watching this video. God bless you.